Today I'm going to talk to you about one of the best ways to grow on YouTube, even if you're a small channel. As probably a lot of you know, YouTube Shorts is the place to be right now. There are so many channels that are growing hundreds of thousands of subscribers every month just by doing YouTube Shorts. And if you follow the tips in this video, there is a good chance that you could blow up too. But first, to understand why these work, you have to realize that in the past year, YouTube has made a big change. Because as everyone knows, one of their biggest competitors right now is TikTok. And to be honest, they're getting a little bit desperate trying to keep people on their platform.
This is an extreme first.
But for you and me, that's actually a good thing. Because right now they are doing everything they can to keep people on the platform. And one of the things that they're doing is they're pushing out shorts more and more to the point where it almost feels like a cheat code for growing your channel. But with shorts, I found that there's two things that can really make or break your video. And this can literally be the difference between getting 2 views and 2 million views. Okay, so this first one is so powerful because you can even do this after you've already uploaded the video. And actually this happened to me because I uploaded a video that I thought was pretty good, and after a day it had a grand total of 2 views. But after I did this, it immediately jumped up to 1,300, which is not a crazy amount for YouTube Shorts, but it is much better than the 2 views it had previously. With shorts, your titles are so important, and that's because just like with your longer videos, if no one clicks on your video and watches it, then it doesn't matter how good your video was. Now, I found that there's one thing that you can do that will immediately make your titles better. Because what I used to do in the past is I would just use whatever title came to my head first. But now what I do is I challenge myself to write at least 10 titles for each video that I make. Now, even after writing those 10 titles, you still might not pick the very best one. Because with my video that got a grand total of 2 views, I thought my title was pretty good, but after changing it slightly, it made a whole lot of difference. So if you see that your video is underperforming, go ahead and change your title and see if that helps. So really, your titles are so important, but if you miss this next thing, your video can still flop. For shorts, your watch time can make or break your video's performance. And basically what watch time is, it's the average amount of time that someone spends watching your video. And because it's so competitive on shorts, you want your average watch time to be almost 100% of your video, if not more. But the question is, how do you actually do that? Well, I found that there's a couple of common mistakes that people are continually making that are pretty easy to be fixed, but will make a big difference in your video's overall performance. For a lot of people, your videos are just too long. Just because you can make your videos up to a minute long does not mean you have to. And in your YouTube studio, you can actually see on average how long someone watched your video. So if it's closer to 20 seconds, then maybe your next video should be closer to that 20 seconds. Now you can make longer videos, but you have to avoid this next mistake. Okay, I think why this one is important is because as people, we have become absolutely ruthless with our attention. Like the second that a video gets boring for me, I am swiping past. Like if it's just you talking to the camera for 45 seconds and there's not really anything happening, I'm sorry, but I am not going to watch that all the way through. But don't worry, there's a couple of things that you can do to make your videos more engaging. And one of the most popular ways to do this is by adding captions. Because surprisingly, about 85% of people watch YouTube Shorts without any sound on. So if you don't have captions and they don't know what you're saying, they're probably going to scroll past. So you have captions, but then you can also add B-roll, sound effects, music, or honestly just changing up your camera shot is another way to make your videos more engaging, which will keep people watching longer. But the crazy thing is, even if your video is the right length and it's super engaging, if you miss this next thing, you'll probably still only get a couple of views on it. With shorts, you have about 3 seconds to convince someone to watch the rest of your video. So if you're not jumping right into the content or giving someone a good reason why they should watch the rest, they're probably not going to stick around. Now, a bonus tip, if you don't really feel like your hooks are very good or you're seeing that people aren't watching past that first 3 seconds, what you can do is you can open up your phone, go to YouTube Shorts, and then when you find a video that kind of draws you in, it makes you want to continue to watch, go ahead and write down what their hook was, and you can collect these and then use them in your own videos. It's honestly crazy the amount of opportunity there are for YouTube Shorts. If you're a small channel, there is no doubt that YouTube Shorts is one of the fastest ways to grow your channel right now. But sometimes it feels like YouTube is always changing. Like to be successful, you always have to be doing these new things. But I actually found a place where you can learn some of the foundational principles about growing on YouTube that don't change. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and watch this next video. Hey, if you found this helpful at all, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.